Om Shri Ganapatiye Namaha. Om Namah Pranavartaya Shuddhajnanaika Murtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Nitaye Sarva Vidhyanam Vishaje Bhavarokinam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamutirayet. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishnam Narayanam Vande, Krishnam Vande Vrijapriyam, Krishnam Dvaipayanam Vande, Krishnam Vande Ptasudham. Janmat Yasya Adonmayad Itarascha Arteshva Abhigyaswarat Tene Brahmagritaya Adikavye Muhyandi Yatsurayah Tejo Varihutan Yata Vinimayo Yatra Trishadho Mrisha Damna Svena Sada Nirastagugagam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarvapapa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Samanah Tam Namami Harim Param.
Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwodbhatyadi Hedave Tabatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Numaha. Yam Pravrajantam Manupedam Apeda Krityam Dvaipayano Virakakatara Ajuhava Putredi Tanmaya Dayadaravo Bineduhu Tam Sarva Bhuta Kritayam Munimanatosmi. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Good morning. So we saw the 25th verse of the Padmapurana, chapter 193, the Pradhama Adhyayam of Bhagavata Mahatmyam. Bhagavatam is the Grandham, Bhagavatam is the Vedanta Saram, Bhagavatam is Bhagavat Prasannam. We have to take it like that. You know, generally we have this confusion when somebody asks a question, what is the book for Hindu Dharma or Hindu religion? And we get confused. You know? We don't know. Unlike a Quran or a Bible or any such particular grantha is not there. It looks unclear to us, right? It is like, you know, when you ask the kid what you want to eat and it opens the fridge and everything is there and you get confused. He doesn't know what to take. So the confusion that we have, not because we don't have, we have everything, we have too much. But Vedas are taken to be the root of everything in Sanatana Dharma. And Veda being an Aranyam with so much thing on it, the rasam of Vedas comes into Smritis and Itihasas and Puranas. And as we just learned in Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavad Gita becomes Bhagavanis Upanishatsu. It is like Upanishad. Why Bhagavad Gita is, so we can say Bhagavad Gita is the book of Hindus, for example. Why? Because in Bhagavad Gita, if you look at it, maybe 28, 29 times, Arjuna's, Sanjaya's intervention comes. Otherwise, everything is Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan says, it has to be the truth. That's why Bhagavad Gita becomes the quintessential dharma of Hinduism. But in the Bhagavad Gita, it talks about karma, jnanam, bhakti. We just now learned about sarva karma phala tyagam. Is it possible to do tyagam? Is it possible to become a karma yogi easily? No. Because karma yoga involves detachment, sacrifice, giving up results which you earned. but giving it away, it doesn't happen very easily. Or is a bhakti quite easily coming? No. It's nice to hear this thing. Even Bhagavan shows in the Shrupa, even Arjuna forgets it. In fact, Arjuna has forgotten the Bhagavad Gita itself, and he asked him somewhere in the later Mahabharata, please, Roma, you told me something in the battlefield. Can you repeat again? Bhagavan give you also an Anugita, a small version of it. Nothing stays in our mind. Bhakti is also not possible. It becomes an emotional attachment for a while and then it goes away. Then it's a jnanam. Bhagavan talks in the chapter 2, he bombards Arjuna with the supreme Vedantic knowledge, and then he brings back in the last chapters. Jnanam. Are we able to do that? No. We tried and it's very difficult. It doesn't get into our mind. Then Bhagavan says, knowing Arjuna that he is not able to follow this, because in all this path, you try, you will win. You do karma yoga, you achieve. Jnana yoga, you achieve. Bhakti yoga, you achieve. But I'm not able to do anything. Then he says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vracha. All these dharmas, all this I told you, parityajya, just let go. Mamekam, just alone, to me alone, sharanam vracha, surrender to me. Now, all that Bhagavan says, okay, this is the very loaded slogan. I'm not going to go there, but I'm saying, in a very simple way, he says, I told you so many things. Now, I understand you are incapable of attending to all this. Don't worry. Come to me, give up everything, surrender to me. So what do I give in return? Aham tvam sarva pabepyo mokshisyami masuchaka. Gita is Bhagavad Gita is finished in 2 phases. When he starts, when Bhagavan first stayed in the 2nd chapter, you are crying for things that you should not be crying for. You are grieving for things that you should not be grieving. Then he explained why you should not be grieving. And he says in the last sloka, Masuchaka, don't grieve. You see? But here what he says, Aham tvam sarva pabhyapyo, all your sins, mokshisyami, I'll deliver that. I will make it, I'll give you redemption for you. I'll give you emancipation. See, if Bhagavan says like that, he's giving you guarantee. This guarantee you can't see anywhere in this Bhagavad Gita. He doesn't say in Karma Yoga. He said, Karma Yoga you do, you may attain all this benefits. Bhakti you do, you may attain all this. So you make an effort, you attain. Jnanam you do, jnanam kaivalyam, you may attain moksha. But when I'm stuck with, I have a starting problem, I can't really do all those things. Then he says, can you surrender to me? Completely surrender to me. I will guarantee you. Then what do you need? So that's why Bhagavad Gita is the text to follow. I think I told you before. I mean, this struck me because once I was in Rishikesh and I went to Gita Press, the famous book shop, book publisher. So I went there with a list, I have so many Bhagavad Gita books. So I went there and with a list of, Japola Upanishad or Maitreya Upanishad, some weird Sanskrit text I was looking for. And the chap was giving me everything. And then there's one man was standing outside, he's a shopkeeper as well. And I was spent more than an hour or 2. And these books are very cheap, 10, 20, 30 rupees, 100 rupees maximum. But then the guy came back to me and said, why are you struggling to buy all the books? And I wanted to learn. But everything is there in Gita. You are not buying Gita book. He struck me a card, Sometimes even the search for knowledge becomes not akankaram, but abhimanam. Sometimes when you say, so I can't sing, I'm very shy, that is also an abhimanam. That's also an ahankar. I can sing, I'm the best singer, ahankaram. I can't sing, also ahankar. So the same way, so I'm saying you may get gurus from so many places. And now Bhagavan says total surrender to me. Okay. Now I got stuck again. I got a new way. By surrendering, I can become a mukta. Bhagavan guaranteed me. So I've got to go for total surrender. Prakriti. But how do I do it? That is where Bhagavatam comes. Bhagavatam is about Bhagavan's glory. Bhagavat idham Bhagavatam. Bhagavan is Bhagavatam. So Bhagavata Vakyoyam Pratyaksham Krishnamevahi. And there is a shloka comes like this. In the Vakyas, in the sentence of Bhagavatam, Krishna is Pratyaksham eva. Eva he. The he in suffix in Sanskrit normally used to give you double assurance. 100%. Surely, assured. Krishnam eva he. For surely Krishna is there. So now therefore you see, in one book, Bhagavan speaks. In one book, Bhagavan stays. So there you listen, here you witness. So witnessing is not by the eyes, but all your senses and mind. That's why Bhagavatam becomes the most important grantha for in Kali Yuga, because you can get through it, all the problems, just by listening to. So this is the glory we are seeing. Now where we left was Shaunaka Maharishi and this group of Brahma Rishis are going to the Sutta Pauranika in Naimisharanyam, asking him, would you please tell us what to listen to? What is that our Parayanam should be, so that our Vivekam comes out of the Bhakti, Jnanam, Shraddha, can grow, can nourish, can evolve, can be applied. It can create true bhakti, true surrender. That will make Krishna Santosha Hedu, what creates Bhagavan to be happy. Again, we talked about it. Bhagavan is the Atma. Atma becomes fulfilled. What gives me? Atma Jnanam, Atma Tripti, Atma Sampatti. So he asked the question. See, they are all Brahma Rishis. They go and ask Sutta Pauranika, who is not normally known to be as the Vedanta Vichari, but he is purely Pauranikas. Even today, I mean, Sutta is the kind of a creed which propagates in a folk fare of Bhagavan. So they are coming and asking. So Sutta goes with response with very great vinayam. See, if for example, if I say something about Shrimad Bhagavatam with my very, very, very limited knowledge, I say it because I want to learn it. By telling you I'm learning it. But I have to have the bhavam, which I try very hard to sustain in me, that I'm telling to Bhagavatas, not for someone who do not know this. Someone knows it, because many of you might have learned this Bhagavatam or listened to this in so many places. So when I say something and when you listen to me, it's not that you are going to learn something new, but you may come and say, okay, what is this guy saying? Let's see. So that is the kind of bhavam that you should have when you tell somebody anything, because you are telling to those who know it. So this is the same bhavam Sutta Pauranika takes, and then he start going. And we come to the point where he started answering, and he's saying that I will resolve your problem, your Srishta Vicharam. Your Vicharam is that samsara bhayanasana. How do I get rid of this bhayam of samsara, the recycle of birth and death? And I want to tell you what Shuga Brahman has given to Parikshit. And I heard that. And he explained to me as taking me as his Shishya. So we saw that. That means you have to really learn it in a Shishya Bhavam, Shishtachara. So now then he said, I'm going to tell you that Bhagavatam, but I want to say first how to listen to the Bhagavatam. That is called Saptaham. listening dedicatedly, devotionally for 7 days. And we took it as all 7 days of the week. That means always. But we go for that particular rituals where there are 7 days of listening to this, when the Mahatmas recite, and they decide to choose the essence of the Bhagavatams, because it's very difficult for us to go through when they do that. And there is a rule for it. The Vithi all going to come in the 3rd chapter, 4th chapters. And we will not dwell in great detail of those shlokas, but it comes there. So he said in the last shloka that I'm going to tell you the Bhagavata Saptaha Vidhi, which Sugar Brahman has retold to Narada Muni. Sorry, to Parikshit. And it was retold to Narada Muni by Sanat Kumaras. And then I'm just recapping last class. Then what did Shaunaka said? Oh, is that so? When did Narada come and meet Sutta Pauranika? What was he doing? Is he not the one going here and there? And did he have time to do all this? But did he not already learn Bhagavatam from Brahma? So he asked kind of questions. So now we go from the next one. Ekata hi vishalayam chatvara rishiyo malaha satsakam artha samayala tatrushus tatra naratam. Ekata. Once upon a time, ekata hi vishalayam. Vishalam means the Bhatrikachalam, the very great place. Chatruvaka Rushayaka. The 4 rishis, again, I think we talked about it. It is the son of Kumara, Brahma's 4 sons. Amalaha, the adjectifying, very blemishless rishis. Satsakam Martam, in satsang, for the sake of satsangam, Samayalaha, they were there in the Bhatrikachalam. Tatra Naradar Tadrushus. They gave, Tadrushus means they gave, offer, Bhagavacham. They gave that to Narada. What they give it to Narada? This Saptaka Vidhi. Kate Brahman Tina Mukha Kradash Chindaduro Bhavana Tvaritam Gamyate Kutra Kutaschakamanam Tava. So Kumara says, Sanat Kumara is saying again, Brahmanu Katam Brahmanu. Katam means for what reason? Brahmanu means the one who has got a Brahmajnanam, the Narada. Kritas Dina Mukha. Dina Mukha means very impoverished face, very grief-stricken face. The grief because of Kritaha, agitation, klesham. Where Chinta Aturaha. Chinta Aturaha means the klesham in the Chinta, the mana klesham. Aturaha means tormented by. So he's giving adjective him. He has got a Dina Mukham, he's got a very impoverished face, mindful of delusion. So he's asking, Bhavana, oh Narate, oh Brahmajnani Narada, why is this you have this worried face, the mindful of delusion? Then he asked, Tvaritam Gamyate Kutra Kutaschagamanam Tava. It's okay. Tvaritam means rapidly, hastily. Gamyate. Where are you going? Kudaha. Where are you going? Where are you going? You're going very fast. Because Narada always goes fast. See, Narada is the divine messenger, right? We all know the divine messenger, and there are lots of stories about Narada. But generally, he is considered to be the Manasaputra of Brahmadeva. I won't go into the stories right now. So his task is to spread the divine message of Shastras in the name of Nama Parayanam, Sankirtanam, Nama Sankirtanam. Narada Bhakti Sudra, as we know, is a big Grantham which talks about bhakti. But let's look at it in a Lakshyartham of it. So, the Parabrahman, which is Purusha and Prakriti form in Sankhya's, in the Chidahasam and Chidabhasam in Vedanta, and all that can be also said in the form of the context of Bhagavatam, indwells in all beings. If you take a jiva, naraha, naraha, then there are two parts inside. Narayana and Narayani. Narayanam or Narayanan is the truth, Satyam, your Atma. Narayani is the container of the truth, the expression of the truth. Everything else, everything, all bhavam. Bhava, when you say in Radha Sashnam, the bhavam is the Atma. Narayanam here. Bhavam is the Bhavani, Mahalakshmi. But what we do, we forget the Narayana. We go after Narayani and even make them into Mahalakshmi and then split into many forms. Saraswati, give me that knowledge, give me the power, give me the money. For what? Not to learn Bhagavatam, but to go out and get more containers, more material pleasures. And Nambal plays with you, gives you all that. So the going after this way, the container may get contaminated with asat. So then we need to really cleanse that asat, come towards Narayana, the Paramatma. So to create this trigger in human mind, we can take Narada as a Maharishi. So here Nara, the first prefix is the Narayana, Narayani, the Divya Tampati, the Purusha Prakriti Tattvam, the Paratattvam. Bring back to that one. You know, if you can split it, the da is a root of giving, daya, dhyanam. Adha means fundamental protection, sometimes impediment. So many ways you can take it. It's normally added as suffix. So Narada, you can seek, therefore, the force that really triggers in the human mind the truth about your own self, that I am that Satrupam, Swayasarupam, Vaikuntam cha Swayam Bhava. That Bhavam, that Vaikuntam is in me. So to trigger that, he's not going to come with the Karma Yoga text, Jnana Yoga text, some of Bhakti, Upasana also not the Upasana text, but that which will make you to surrender to God. So that's what we should take. So Narada is therefore the Nama Sankirtanam embodied as a person to our understanding and teaching that you sing the Nama. If you can't even sing the Nama, recite the Nama. You can't even recite the Nama, just hear the Nama. By hearing the Nama, you will attain total surrender. So that's why he comes there and he has this Karatala, this what's called the Chapla in I don't know what to say in Hindi. So that one which you make the talam, and then you have this called a Mahati Veena. It's called a Mahati, the Veena. She plays that. So the Veena is supposed to be your Sushma Sthula Nadis, that means your yogic power raised. The Veena has got this, the bass, the Kundalini bass, you raise it, and then you play. You got a yoga is there. The Kirtanas are all Vedanta Jnanam. The Jnanam is there. You are singing with the devotion, Bhakti is there. but he just sing the same Nam again and again and again because there's Nama Sankirtanam. So this is how the Narada is to be taken as. So this Narada, he asking, so such a Brahmajnani you are, where are you going? Where are you coming? So, see there, the Sanat Kumaras, the Sanakadi Devas are the brother of Narada, as you know. Now, Brahma is supposed to have 12 children. Narada was the last, or 10 children or whatever. The last one is Narada. Idanim Shunyachittosim Kadavitto Yada Janaga Tavedam Mukta Sankasya Nochida Padakaranam. Idanim, hey Narada, now, Idanim, now, Sunyachittaha Gadavittaha Yadajana Asim. Right now, Narada, you are as if Gadavittaha. Gadavittaha means one who lost all the possessions, all the prosperity, all the richness. And when you lose of everything what you had, you become completely blank in your mind. Sunyachittaha, completely empty mind, don't know what to do. Yatha Janaga, like that person, Asim, you are there. So you see how beautifully he says. He's not saying you are like, Dinamukha. Dinam means impoverished, right? He said Dinamukha, as if you are nothing, impoverished. But he is not impoverished by nature because he's a Brahmajnani. In the last sloka, he said Brahmanu. He's a Brahmajnani. When you have Brahmajnanam, you have everything. See, the torture is not when you are born impoverished. The torture is not when you are always poor, always sick. You get used to it. But the problem is more when all your riches are gone. So this is why he's saying, Dinamukha Gatavittaha. You as if you lost everything. So therefore, Tava Mukta Sangasya Tava. Mukta Sangasya is a kind of adjective. Mukta means liberation. Sangasya means Mukta Sangasya, if we take together, it's one who has no attachment to things. Liberated. Jivan Mukta. Tava, such a person you are, Itamna Achitam, this is not right. This doesn't fit. This kind of a long faces and gloomy condition of your mind doesn't fit. Karanam Vata. Tell me the reason. So the brothers are asking him, tell me the reason for it. So Narada Uvacha. Aham tu pradivim yado nyatva sarvottamamiti pushkaram cha prayagam cha kashim gotavarim tatam. Aham tu pradivim yado. Okay. Narada is replying back to them because he would have done all the worshipping and praying to the brothers. And then he says, Prithivim sarvottamam iti. Prithivim, this bhumi, this earth, sarva uttamam. It is the most glorified, most pious, most virtuous place in the whole universe. Iti. Iti jnatva. This way, because I have known it. I have known it that the earth is the most important place. Jnatva means having known. Aham tu yataha. Aham tu. I also. Me too. Yataha. Yataha means I took journey. So I took the journey. So he basically is telling, wherever I was living in the heavens, I realized the best place is the earth. Here where all the rishis are there, all the jiva muktas are there, Vedantis are there, Bhakti is there. So I'll come down. So I came. Then he is came. I came not, I did not go to any slum or anything like that. I went to all the holy places. Pushkaram cha, Prayagam cha, Kashim Gotavarim Tada. Tada means like this. It means he's going to continue. Pushkaram. Pushkaram is the place in Rajasthan. Prayagam is Prayaga. Kashi, Benares, Varanasi, Godavari. Godavari means in the banks of Godavari, which is probably Nashik. Tata, like this. You're going to continue. You see, Narada was looking for someone to unladen his burden in his heart. We're going to listen to the story. Probably you know the story, but I'll take step by step. He's coming with full of gloom in his mind, and he's now going to go, I think he's going to list at least 24, 25 points to say Kali Yugam is gutted. This is saying at the beginning of the Kali Yuga. Okay? So whatever he's saying, we can verify that is happening or not, or maybe it's happening more than that. So he's going to go on listing this, but he put a preamble to this. See, I'm going to complain what I saw, but don't take me that I complained because I went to a wrong place. I chose all the good places. Pushkaram cha, Prayagam cha, Kashim, Godavarim, Tata, like these places, I went. Harikshetram, Kurukshetram, Srirangam, Setubandhanam, Yevamadishu, Titeshu, Pramamana, Idastadaha. So he's continuing. So I went to all these places. I went to Harikshetram. Harikshetram is Haridwar. Kurukshetram. Kurukshetram, in Astinapur. Srirangam, which is in South India. Setubandhanam, Rameshwaram. See, all those great places. Evam Adishu. Here, Evam Adishu here means such and such great places only. That means that pious places only. What are they? Tirteshu. Tirtham is a very, again, a loaded word. Punya Tirtham. Tirtham is where you take snanam, where you take the dip to remove your papams. The dip is a jnana snanam. It's not a physical water one. Of course, physical water also taken is as a river banks. And I learned something else also before. Tirtham also means when the river comes in, river starts from a mountain range and then it goes towards the sea. Imagine the river is the Jivatma. It is flowing around, it's jumping, it is frolicking, it's dancing, it's falling and splashing and calm and serene. And finally it decides, okay, all this jigri bogri is fine. I need to go back and settle myself. And then goes towards the Paramatma, the ocean. But while coming, the river at some point turned back to the direction from which it comes to see that Moolam. It is looking inwardly. And then realizing it, that's an Atma Surupam, then it goes back to the Paramatma search towards the ocean. So wherever the river turns towards the direction from which it comes, is called a Tirtha. That's one interpretation. Like in Benares and Kashi, Ganges comes and then it turns away. In Prayag, it turns away. So like this, they say. So here he says, I've been going to all these places. Brahmamana idastha. Idastha means idaha tataha. Here and there. Here and there, Brahmamanam, as if a nomad going around. So I've been going all these places. It's not that I've been to a bad place to do that. What did I see there? Now you start listing it. You can enumerate it. We're going to have around 25 of them. He's going to say, Na pashyam kutrasit sharma mana santoshakarakam kalina dharmamitrena dhareyam vasati dhaduna kutrachit. Kutrachit. Nowhere. Nowhere. Nowhere what? Mana santosha karakam. Manaha santosha karakam. Santosha karakam means that which gives you peace to your mind. So Manasantoshakaraka means where you find fulfillment, where you find contentment, santosham. Such kutrachit sharma, when you build a sandhi, it comes sharma. Sharma means good matters. Sharnam apasyam. Na apasyam. The first phrase, na apasyam means na apasyam. I have not seen. What I have not seen, that's a Kriya Padam, right? I have not seen what you did not see. Manasandoshakaragam, where you did not see. Kutrachit. So I have not seen anywhere. I mean, basically saying I have not seen a peaceful place. Why? But he went to all the Punya Kshetras. Because Adharma Mitrena, Adharma Mitra. So this is the first one he didn't see. First point is that in Kali Yuga, there is no place which gives you happiness. Number one. Then he says, Adharma Mitrena. So Adharma means evil qualities. Mitrena, become friend of Adharma. That means we become accustomed to Adharma. You know, when something goes wrong, and if your heart is not pondering about it, not shaken by it, that means you are giving up your values. That's the reason why you have to keep away from bad things. You know, I just see it. So what? I just see it. I'm not affected by it. What happens is that when you start seeing it more and more and more, the lowest common denominator goes up. It's okay, chalta hai. So here he says, because Narada was such a pure soul, he can't take it. So Adharma Mitrena, Kalina Dharayam, Kalina, because of the Kali Kalam, Dharayam, this earth, Adhuna Bhatita. Adhuna means nowadays, today, these days, in Narada's time, Bhatita, it has been affected. So this world in the Kali Yuga is affected by people who are evil-minded or friend to the evilness of it. And therefore, there is no place where I can find peace. Then, Satyam nasti tabas saucham daya dhanam na vidyate udaram bharino jiva varaka kudabhashina. Then he starts saying, okay, in this world, I tell you more, brothers, Satyam nasti, the third point, there is no Satyam. Tapa, Saucham, Daya, Dhanam, nasti. Tapa nasti, Saucham nasti, Daya nasti, Dhanam tu nasti. Because na vidyate, I have not seen this. Yeah, I'm saying it is nasty because I went around, I roamed, I couldn't find it. You see, in the visualization, Dharma is shown as a four-legged pashu. Krite, Kreta, Kretaha. In Kreta Yukam, there are this pashu with the four legs, which is Satyam, Tapam, Saucham, Daya. Daya means Karunyam, compassion. Saucham means cleanliness of mind and the body. Tapas means penance. Satyam means the truth. Of course, Bhagavan and Gita added dhanam to this. Of course, Veda also started. Taittiriya Upanishad also added dhanam to this. So you can say these five are very important to maintain. But in Kali Yuga, only Satyam is living with one leg. Satyam cannot be destroyed, right? Satyam is there. You can't do anything with this. But tapas can be destroyed. Yeah, everything else, your effort, tapas, saucham, daya, dhanam, which is you do it. If you don't want to do it, then it is gone. Satyam, you can't do anything with this. But if Satyam alone is standing, everything else will fall. That's what happened in Kali Yuga. And I have not seen this That's the reason I'm giving you a very assured answer. All this is nasti. Why? It says jivaha, the second line, jivaha, kuda bhashinaha. So it's another adjective. Kuda bhashinaha. Kuda means untruth, lie. Lie, you can say lie, falsehood. Bhashinaha, in their words, in action, everything, they are liars. They're not telling the truth. That's why Mahatma Gandhi was struggling to say, his Satyameva Jayate is, of course, it leads to the Paramasatyam, but in a very, very practical way, Satyam Vata, speak the truth. So that is not, so even if you don't have it, then you'll have a problem. So he says, I can't find people, everybody's kuda pashnaha. And varakaha. Varakaha means you have to really feel sorry for them. They are impoverished people. So Narada is saying, look, these guys they lost everything, they become liars. I take sympathy on them. Very poor. Then he's not stopping there. He says, Mandaha Sumanda Matayo, Mandaha Sumanta Madayo, Mandabhakya Hibatruda, Pakanta Nirada Sando, Vyaktaha Sabariktaha. So he's now giving a lot of adjectives to those people who you can take you can assume that those people, all those people, the Janaha, Kuda Bhashnika, the Janaha, what are they? He's adding next one. Mandaha, they are lazy. The sixth comment. Mandaha, they are lazy. Then Sumanta Madayaha. Sumanta Madayaha. That means they are lazy, and they are lazy because they have Manda Buddhi. They are very dull-witted. So laziness comes because of dull-wittedness. That's why when you eat lots of food, when you're running a computer, when you run a number of processing, suddenly your screen becomes slow, your printing becomes slow, because the CPU decides where the power should go. It takes away control. I say you keep on pushing, I'll take control. Same way your body takes control. When you keep eating a lot of food, you start, okay, this food is sitting, it's a poison. I need to get rid of it. So I need to digest everything. So let me slow down the heartbeat, slow down the bed, slow down the mind. Let him dose his eyes off, let him sleep. So that sleep is not a sleep given to you as a blessing. It is the sleep you forced on yourself because you ate too much in a time you must be acting. So the body is giving you a manta buddhi. So buddhi becomes manta. The buddhi becomes dull. And when I wake you up, did you wake up? No, I'm lazy. So mandaha, so manda madayaha. And because of this, you don't do things that are right thing to do. You don't achieve success. So therefore, you become manda bhagyaha. So beautiful, See, that's how you connect things. Manda bhagyaha. So I'm lazy. I'm dull-witted. Therefore, I get no success in life. Manda bhagyaha. Now, suppose I give up all this. I start getting up. What's happening? I'm still, because mind is not clear, upatrudhaha. Upatrudhaha means that I am being disturbed by everything else. Wavering mind. Not only a dull mind. So now hearing that I am dull, I lose out all the bhagyam, so I get up, wash my face. But then television comes something else, I go there because my mind is not clear what to go for. Upatrudhaha. So they are roaming around everywhere. So each is a character for jivas in the Kali Yuga. Right. Okay. I'm talking about the ordinary people like you and me. Narada says. Now, Pakanta Niradaha Sandoho. Sandaha means sadhus. Okay, forget ordinary people. What about the sadhus? They are Pakanta Niradaha. Pakanta Nirada means Pashandigal, bogus. All the sadhus are become very bogus people. They're not really sadhus. They put a, they're clad like an orange robe and having a long hair and beard and all kind of ornamental they wear for a sadhus, but they're not sadhus. Right. So whether they are the jnanis by renunciating by knowledge or what, I don't care. Because even if you look at the viraktaha, renunciated people who are viraktas, that means, well, I have seen everything. I'm unattached. I'm dispassionate and all that. What they do, they become saparigraha. You remember Patanjali Yoga Sutra we did? Aparigraham, where you have to give up everything. Use saparigraham, that means you take everything else. Even the viraktas who claim I'm detached in this world, they're getting married and living a long life and they're accumulating wealth. So, I mean, it sounds very familiar, right? So Narada is seeing all this. So he's not stopping there and he's going further. Taruni Prabhuda Kehe Shalako Buddhidayaka Kanya Vigrahino Lopa Tampati Nanja Kalkam. Taruni Prabhuda Kehe. Kehe means in the graham, in the house. In the house, what's happening? Taruni Prabhuda. Taruni means the women, the lady of the house. Prabhuda. She becomes the controlling power of the house. So he says it's a problem in Kali, right? Now, don't jump and condone this because this is the feminist view, because why can't women be powerful? Some people just literally translate, women become powerful in the family and becomes nasty and nasam. No. You must look at, sometimes you must look at the lakshyartham. Women can be powerful. Women are powerful. Women must be powerful. But women take the control of the family means, here what it means, that means men is not taking control. Men is not doing what they're supposed to do. Therefore, women not only doing what they are supposed to do, they also do the provision of the household. They have to go and work and then come back and cook and take care of the children. And because they do all this, they have to control the house. They have to tell the husband off. You're not doing anything, useless guy, get out. Now, women have to do this kind of thing and take that control forced upon them. I'm saying it in very, very careful words, not to misinterpret. Many times, when they do it, they take the thing and they go to the dictionary and then translate the meaning, and the meaning gives you something. Shilva Lakshat. In Kali Yuga, the men are not, each has got a role to play. It's such a beautiful composition of men and women. And men has got the pravritti margam. He has to go out and bring things for the household. The women have to take it and create food for everybody else, nurture them, and they start giving nivritti mark. Because she's the one last to eat in the family. The mothers don't eat. Sometimes they don't even eat. They pretend they've eaten. But here what it means is that in Kali Yuga, the men are forced to do things to take care of the family. Taruni Prabhuda. Shalakaha. Buddhidayakaha. Okay. So again, you must look at it. Shalakaha. Shalakaha means the brother-in-law, the brother of a wife, elder brother or younger brother. What does he do? He is as if he is the representative of the family. Buddhidayaka. So he is the one giving advice. Okay, connect between those two. Women is now taking, because the man is not doing the work properly. Women is taking advice from a brother. This brother is a villain brother. Okay, what does he do? He creates advice. Do that. Do that. There could be some good people, but here the importance is, even though they are wrong, even though they are fighting, even though there are suspicion, there mutual anger, the resolution of a family problem is exclusive to the husband and wife. It's called dampati. They have to really resolve. They will resolve in their own way. That logic of resolution is unscrutinizable by external people because it is born with love. Love is blind sometimes. It is also rational sometimes, but they resolve the problem. But if they have to have someone coming in there, if they go together to a guru or to the elders and ask advice, that's fine. Dampati sametu. But either a husband separately, a woman separately, and then they are taking advice from somebody who's imposed upon. That is what implied here. That means the family union is gone. A brother comes in and then say, hey, your husband is in the pub, divorce him, get rid of him. All the kind of advice they give. So in Kali Yuga, all this happening. Kanya Vigrayino Lobat Tampati Nanja Kalkanam Kanya Vikrayinaha. Vikrayinaha literally means the hair of the lady, the beautiful hair of the lady is the investment of the young lady. The young ladies who are investing on their beautiful hair. What is the Lakshartham is that they are investing on the vanity to lead a life. Why? The married life becomes so bad. Husband doesn't work. I need to manage all those things. There's going to be a story going to come in the next chapter about Duntubi. So here there's an example. The Kanya Vikranyo, here you'll take kind of a prostitution. They're sort of selling their own body to get livelihood. Why? Because lobat. Greed. Dampati nam kalkanam. Kalkana means kalakam, quarrel, misunderstanding. So dampati nam, between the married couple, there are problems. So you see so many here enumerated. But you can see it in one phrase also because dampati nam kalkina, because of between the married people, there are misunderstanding, problems, and they're not really submitting their ego to surrender, to resolve what happened. One have to take the rule of it. Somebody have to come interfere in it. And Kulanasam, everything happens. So that's what he says. It's not stopping there again. Ashrama yavanai ruddas tithani saridastada devadayatana netra tushtai nashtani bhurishaha ashrama yavanai ruddas. Ashramaha. Now he says, okay, I will now look at it. Forget these people, right? I'm just now looking, because he said, I couldn't find anywhere a place where I can get contentment. So what happened to all this Rishikesh, Kashi, and all these places? What happened? Ashramaha, in those ashrams where there is kirtani, in the Punyatirthas. Tata, I mean the same way, like what happened to the human beings. Tata ashramaha kirtani. Although saritaha, sarita means the flowing waters in the rivers. What happened in these places? All these rivers and the ashramas and punyatirthas, punyakshetras, and all these places, yavanaihi ruddaha. Yavanaihi means strangers, aliens, foreign people. Okay, you can say Yavanaha means Turks or Greeks, but you can say Milechaha. Nothing wrong in this. But he says, beautiful word again is Ruddaha. Ruddaha means completely filled with, surrounded by. Who? Yavanas. If I go to all these kshetras and temples and river banks, I see only foreigners, only strangers, non-believers, or maybe believers, I don't know. But they are not that. They don't understand the Sanatana Dharma. They are taking over. They are controlling it. See, this text has come from many, many, many years ago. So what happened because of that? because of that, yatra devata ayatana, ayatanata, devata ayatanat. So devata ayatan. Ayatana means, you see that mantra pushpam, Rupam pushpam veda, pushpavan, ayatanam bhavati, ayatanam. Ayatanam means house, resting place. They are bored. Devataka ayatana atapavati. Where the devatas reside, that means temples. All the temples, what happened? All the temples. Bhurisaha. Bhurisaha, it's all booming with who? Tushtair Ashtani. All these Yavanas and all these people who don't understand all these things, they're coming to all these places. So temples, kshetras, rivers, everything becomes Tushtaihi Nashtadi. All this because of these bad people lost. So we'll do one more and then we can stop. Nayogi naiva vana jnani satkriyo naraha kalita vana lenatya sadhanam vaspatam kadam. Nayoki naiva vana jnani satkriyo naraha. Okay. Nayoki. Now we say yogi. Naeva. There is no yogi. Na yogi. He says in Ekavachana. He's not saying, I can't find a lot of sages. No, he's saying, I can't find naeva, not even one yogi. I can't see any yogi. See, he has not gone to my house or a slum. He gone to holy places. In the holy places, he see even sadhus and viraktas are all bogus. So, na yogi, na eva jnani. There is not even a jnani. Va or na satkriyo naraha. Satkriyo naraha. Naraha means people, satkriyo, who does right things, virtuous people. I can't find it. Kalidhava analena adya. Adya, today. Kalidhava. Kalidhava. Kali means this Kali time. Dhava means dhava analena. Dhava analena. Dhava means heat. Anal means that fire. That all this hot fire. The Kali is a hot fire. Because the Kali is a hot fire. Sadhanam basmatam gatam. All these people's sadhanam, these yogis, jnanis, satkriya, naraha, all their discipline, basmatam gatam. All this is just burnt and gone away. They're all just gone. So he's also giving a reason. Because you don't have the virtues, everything is gone. Because you don't have a virtue, your mind is scattered. Mind is scattered, you get disturbed. When you get disturbed, you eat food and you feed any kind of food. You become lazy, you sleep. When you're sleeping, you don't do things that you need to do. Therefore, the places that you ought to be there, you are not there. Strangers come in. Strangers coming with a different ideology, different philosophy, different approach. They occupy. And because of this, what is gone? Tapas is gone. Because tapas, who does? You do it. Dhanam is gone. Who does it? You do it. You're not doing it. Saucham is gone because you are lazy. You're not even taking bath. It's gone. Tavam is gone. Penance is gone. But what is standing? Satyam. So even though this, you can take it, even though temples and everything is polluted by all this thing, people sometimes say, thank you to the new government, now the Varanasi is cleansed. And when I went there, it was, you feel like, I feel like crying because it is so bad. But Manikarnika, where I imagine so many things. After studying Manisha Panchakam, I wanted to go there, and it was, to say it is filth everywhere. But yet you can see there is this sanctity, there is that purity, there is that. So it is like, like a beautiful picture Outside the glass, you have all the dirt. So you feel like going and cleaning it. So all the recepts of Satyam stays, Satyam asti, Satyam na nasti, Satyam always asti. So he's saying, look, I could not find anything like that. Everything is gone in this place. Attashula Janapata Shivashulat Vichataya Kaminya Keshasulinya Shampavanti Kalaviha. So he's repeating that. Okay. Attashula Janapata. Janapata, the people of this earth, these places. Janapataha, Attashulaha. So Attam means cooking. Atta means cooking. Shulaha means trading. So Atta Shulaha means those who sell cooked food. So in Sanatana Dharma, especially rice, when you can sell rice, but when you cook the cooked rice cannot be sold. This is a shastra. If you can apply it now, many hotels have to close and go. But in a conventional wisdom, once you cook it because, why do you cook it? Because you cook it because you want to feed. You will say you want to eat. Of course you want to eat. But as a Panchikaranam, as a Panchamaha Vratam you do every day, as a Grihastha, I cook, I feed to the birds, I feed to the animals, I feed to the Adithis who comes there. Therefore, when you cook, the intention is that I'm going to do dhanam. That you will not sell. You will not pray to put to the crow and ask for something in return, or give it to the guest and ask for some gifts in return. You don't do that. No trading there. But he's saying, unfortunately, Attashulaha, they are selling this. Dvijadayaha, Shivashulaha. Okay. So Dvija means one who born twice. That is, who has taken the Varnashrama Dharma. Don't take it as a Brahmin born to the Brahmin father and mother. It is those who wanted to take the path of Dharma, in which case you take up, everybody studies Vedas to a certain extent, everybody wears the Upabhitam, Upanayanam, even man and woman. And then at some stage, they have given a choice how they want to take the lifestyle forward. And that time frame, when they're doing this from year 4 to year 8 or 9, the guru and the parents and the Sajjana have identified what is the Gunabedam for these children. Because what is the Karma Vasana for the children? How they behave, what is their interest? Then what is the nature of the household? Was he a butcher? Was he a farmer? Was he a priest? Was he a soldier? What kind of ambience the child will have? So taking the ambience of the living conditions, taking the inherent characteristic of the child, the behavior, attitude, more or less, they identified this child may choose this path of creating wealth for himself, to herself, and to others. Therefore, let him be a Vaisya. Let him learn the sastric skills, laukika skills to make money, to transact money, to till the land. And this child is full of valor, full of courage, full of truthfulness, willing to sacrifice itself. Let him be the lead of the society. Let them be Kshatriya. So let them learn the arts of ruling, art of administration, administrative service, training, corresponding with the Vidyas given. And this child is always looking for Satyam. Whatever I say, yeah, I'm not interested. Satyam, Satyam, Satyam. Satyam Param Dhimahi. Right. This one needs to live in this world. I will ask the other two children to take care of this child because they are going to transact wealth, otherwise are going to protect this person. Let them take compassion towards this child. In return, this child, let him not just attain emancipation, Satyam, for himself or herself, but let him teach it to others. Let him give it to others. And therefore, You take a simplified life. Don't give burdens on them because you're not going to work, you're not going to till the land. Therefore, you don't eat too much. Don't build a big house. Don't have rich garments. You'll have a simple life. Because everything you want, somebody have to give you. Therefore, it's a burden on them. Therefore, you become a simple life admiring Brahmin path you take. Not by birth. So you take sacrifice. Now, then look around the children. Who's left over? Other children, well, I don't like to be that. I don't like to be this. I don't like to be that. What do you want to do? I want to enjoy. I can do some help here and there. Right. So you want to enjoy life. You want to come to this kind of a ritualistic vow to take for some more time. No problem. You don't need to follow the Khanda. You are not a Tvija. You are born as you are. Everybody is born as a Shudra. Now, Shudra is a very bad word in some part of India. They don't understand. Shudra is such a great word because you are come as a Shudra this world. You will enjoy Bhogatma, you'll enjoy everything. In return, you will do some work. You become a Dasha. Dasha to everybody else. So here he's saying, Tvija Jatayaka. That means who was born twice born. This includes Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas. Shiva, Shulaha. Shula means selling, I told you. Atta Shulaha is selling cooked food. Shivam here means auspiciousness. The Shivam is what gives you auspiciousness for your discipline. So don't go to that esoteric meaning of Shivam, Advaitam, Paramadam. No. Just Lakshatam here is, for the Brahmana dharmas, Shivam is Vedas. That's what gives them, that's what they hold on to that. For Kshatriyas, Shivam is their dharma, their sacrifice, their administrative capabilities, that discipline. For Vaishyas, again, just trading, truthful business handling, truthful employments. What they do, they're selling it. Shiva Sulaha. So all these people are selling what is dear to them as something it is not needed. So you can come there, okay, you want this mantra this way, how much time you have? It takes you 1 hour. No, I've got only 5 minutes. I want to finish the Tarpanam. Okay, give me that one. That's fine, because I need to go to 3 other places. 200 rupees or $20. Some mantras are chanted. You finish, you go away. So you don't do well. Knowingly, you don't do well. So you have a papam for it. The guy who's teaching you to do it, this Prohit, he's got double papam. There's no prayachittam for it. So a guy who is a policeman or as an employee or as a politician, a governor, he's corrupt. Sulaya, he sells his moral standing. This is happening in Kali Yuga. Kaminyaha, Keshashulinyaha. So prostitution becomes thing there. Where it is, Sambhavandi Itham Kaladiha. So in this Kali Yugam, in this place, it is like this. So he is giving you, giving Sanat Kumar a report card on so many things that is happening on it. Maybe I should stop it here. And someone is going to respond to. For considering the time, I think maybe I'm taking too much time. So the way I'll do next class, possibly we'll try to finish the Adhyayam 1. Which is interesting one. This is about the Bhakti, Narada's wonderful darshan in Vrindavan. Then for the chapter 2, we would probably, it's story, we'll take, so we'll do chapter 2 after maybe next class or next 2 classes we finish the Adhyayam 1, and Adhyayam 2 we can do in 2 classes and see how it goes there. Om Shadoma Sadgamaya.
Om Asatoma Satgamaya.
Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya.
Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya.
Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya.
मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Thank you.